bottom line is there's what we call core motivators. Okay, we all know people buy on emotion and justify with logic. And saving money is a motivator, but it's not what I call a core motivator. And here's why. Yes, your customers are buying to save money. There's no question about it. People do buy to save money, but it's not a core motivator, or what I'm going to call a third level motivator. And here's what I mean by that. If I do something to save money, let's say that I get some extra money and I put it into an investment. Okay? If you keep saying why, and I put my money into an investment and you say, well, why? What are you going to do with it? I'm not going to take that investment maybe to my grave. There's a reason that I'm doing that. I'm either doing it to leave to my children, which means I'm doing it to leave a legacy, or I'm doing it because when I'm older, I want security. That money is going to do something at the end of the day. It's not the end of the train. Okay, it's not the end. Okay, there's a why underneath that savings. Or I'm saving money so that when I retire, I can vacation more. Or I'm saving money so that when I retire, I'm a little bit worried about my medical care. And I want to know that when I'm 70 years old, if anything happens, I'm doing it for the emotional value of security. Saving money isn't what we call an emotional hot button. And at the end of the day, there are a few core motivators that motivate anybody to do anything. And saving money isn't one of them. So if we're selling to saving money, we're not selling to somebody's core emotional motivator. And when you sell to somebody's core emotional motivator, you are more likely to get a sale, because when you sell to somebody's core emotional needs, what you're doing is you're creating urgency. Okay? I am not going to make a decision today. I am not going to be urgent unless something speaks to my core. Lots of things can help me save money. Okay, I can save money by buying a cheaper pen. I can save money by eating at Burger King. But you tell me about having more romance? Woohoo! I'm interested. I'm interested. Okay, you tell me about being able to spend more quality time with my child who went off to college and doesn't seem that interested anymore? I'm interested, because money can't buy that. Money can't buy that. And now I'm interested. You talk to me about security because I'm up at night worried about how I'm going to afford my medical care, and now there's a way to maybe do that. I'm interested. You talk to me about a vacation to rekindle romance when maybe things haven't been going so well. I'm interested. I feel guilty because I promised my spouse something I haven't been able to deliver on, and this may be the solution. I'm interested in, because I've been a workaholic. I'm interested in. Remember that commercial? There's some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. It's stuck. That is such a good commercial. 20 years later, we remember it. 20 years later, we remember that commercial. Emotion sells. There's core motivators. If you can remember what those core motivators are, you can become wealthy. What are those core motivators that motivate anybody to do anything? There's only a few of them. I'm going to show you what they are. And it's to buy a vacation over the phone. It's to buy a watch. It's to buy a car. It's to buy anything. They're the same core emotional motivators. And if you look at advertisements, I want you to start noticing. Look at billboards as you're driving. The same things is what advertisers use to motivate anybody to buy anything. Start looking at billboards. Nobody sells going to Aruba by saying it's this many miles away. The rooms are 2,400 square feet. They have, we have this many hallways. We have this many rides. Could you imagine a billboard like that? When you see a billboard for Aruba, what do you see?
Sand on a beach.
Sand, man, woman, holding hands, sunset, done. Romance, done. Real simple, guys. People buy on emotion. Advertising is a billion-dollar industry. They've got it licked. They're selling to one core emotion, and that is romance. Very, very simple. Life insurance. What emotion do you think they sell to? Security. Real, real simple. Are you planning for the people you care about? It was very funny. I was talking about this concept. I was on an airplane several years ago, and I was sitting next to somebody. He was the executive. He was head of marketing for a very large tire company. I said, oh, maybe I'm wrong. How do you advertise tires emotionally? Who could advertise tires emotionally? They're just tires. He looked at me, he says, I take that personally. I'm in charge of advertising. Have you not seen the baby ad? I went, doesn't get any more emotional than that. What they did is they took a very unemotional product. And I was sitting next to the guy in charge. Took a very unemotional product, tires, and linked it to a baby. How ingenious is that? I mean, they're tires. Tires are about as unemotional as you can get. And if you really care, you'll buy our tires. If you really care about your baby. Safety. So who are they appealing to?
Everybody.
And the mama. Honey, you better buy Michelin. You're going to have to buy tires, honey. Get Michelin because I care about my child. Like, who would have thought it? So now you got the wife bugging the husband buy Michelin tires. What are the core emotional motivators? Let's go ahead and look at them. Why are people buying your product? Why are people buying any product? This was on SeaWorld's website, right down the street from you, for many, many years. This is their logic. This is the logical description of SeaWorld. How motivated are you to go to SeaWorld? Go ahead and read this. Read the ad. This just was on their website. Anybody motivated to go to SeaWorld right now? SeaWorld is the world's premier adventure park with 200 acres of world-class shows, thrilling rides, and unforgettable animal encounters. More than 80 million visitors have explored the mysteries. Facts. And this is what we do when we talk about our program sometimes. On and on and on and on and on and on. Now, here's what their advertising department did. Here's their ad. Is there a difference? What emotion are they selling to? Kids. It's not how it works. It's how you'll feel. Okay? So, your product, you're selling vacations. You're selling a hope for gain and a fear of loss. What are the emotional motivators you're selling? What are you selling?
Vacation.
But what's the emotion?
Memory.
Okay. Family. Thank you. More time with family. What else? It's not third level. It's third level is, I'll get into in a minute. It's core.
Some of these men and women are soldiers. They got PTSD.
Fabulous. That's great. Peace of mind. That's great. Good. What else? Great. Huh?
Accomplishment. Because they've been trying to go on vacation.
Good. I like it. Great.
Quality time.
Great. It's educational. Okay? Absolutely.